because that wouldn't work.
Mira, Drake, Garrick, and Dane walk over from their mounts. Dane sidesteps a dead bird. Yuck.
It really would.
Drake gives her a grin that would probably charm anyone else, but just seems to enrage my sister.
You pull a two-pronged Pelson flight formation.
And Wyvern would pick you off twice as fast for dividing your forces in that environment.
Zayden and I slip our jackets back on.
You clearly don't understand Pelson.
Drake lifts his hand toward his cousin.
Tell her, Kat. In a contained environment, a Pelson maneuver...
I'm not telling Mira shit. It's like arguing with Serena.
Oh, come on. Marin? Someone be on my side here.
Have you seen her right hook?
I have.
I know Pelson.
Mira crosses to my left.
I've studied Pelson at length because it was my job to beat your maneuvers for years. And you have no real-world examples to prove your theory. Just stop talking.
She looks me over like she expects new wounds. I'm fine.
Drake, you're starting to annoy me. You should stop that.
Garrick glances my way, and his mouth tenses. Surely something that innocuous wouldn't trigger...
We have company.
I yank my focus forward to find half a dozen people strolling onto the thick wooden walkway that connects the beach to the market. Zayden. He lifts his head and moves closer to me. The group is dressed in tunics and gowns of various pastel colors. The one-shoulder fashion, something I've only seen in history books or on stage. Fabrics billow in the breeze as they come closer, all staring up at the dragons in awe.
They're incredible.
The middle-aged man in front spoke in the common language with a toothy smile. His hair bears 2 strips of silver amid red curls.
And well worth the walk to the beach to welcome you.
The intricate metallic embroidery of his tunic speaks to money, as does the sparkling red gem at the top of his cane. It's the brightest pop of color I've seen on the Isle so far.
And you might be...
Where are my manners?
The man places an empty hand over his heart.
I'm Faris, the second of the Triumvirate. The other 2 enjoy standing on ceremony, of course, but I see no benefit in waiting to meet you, and therefore I'm here.
He bows slightly, then lifts his gaze as he straightens. I blink and fight against the urge to stare. His eyes are so blue they're actually purple. And here I'd thought Dad had written that part of the tome in hyperbole.
Welcome to Hedotus.
He turns his smile on me.
You have very unusual eyes. Not entirely blue or green or gold, but an amalgamation of all. Fascinating.
I was just thinking the same thing about you.
Mine are quite common on our isle. I've brought my household to formally make your acquaintance and escort you through our beautiful city. If you're amenable, we have room for you to rest at our home on the northeast shore.
He gestures up the beach, then glances back over his shoulder.
Darling, won't you come say hello? I apologize for my wife. Talia seems to be overcome by your magnificent dragons.
I'm here, my love.
Talia walks up the pathway behind him, her pale green gown and long black hair catching in the breeze. She moves to his side, then quickly laces her fingers before lifting her gaze. Her dark brown eyes settle on Zayden immediately, and they flare in blatant, palpable shock.
Is there a problem?
She studies Zayden with a desperate intensity that puts us firmly in awkward territory, and Zayden must feel the same, given that he's practically petrified into a piece of stone beside me.
Oh, shit.
Garrick's face drains of color.
Zayden, is it really you?